Hey folks, it is Tuesday, February 23rd, and here's your forecast. So the first thing I want you to do is to watch some animated representations of masculinity. And, there are, I think, 6 videos. Yeah, there's 6 videos. I want you to try to at least watch 3 of them. Some of them are longer than others, like some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are a little shorter. But the thing is, I wouldn't say like don't prefer the ones that are 20 minutes over like the ones that are shorter, because in the end you might actually find that it's more beneficial to watch the longer ones, so you decide. But I try to pick ones that are, really relevant. So anyway, pick 2 or 3 of those, watch them. I do want you to watch more than just one, because it's going to help you in responding again to your peers, because maybe they picked one that you didn't write about but you watched. Okay. So you're going to watch those. I always say watch with a pen in hand. It's not a bad idea, because then you can kind of like figure out which one you might want to write about and have the details to do that. So the second task, which sometimes you'll probably complete task 1 and 2 together, is to just really reflect on the connections you're seeing between the Gillum and Wooden article that you read and the videos that you watched, or the video that you watched and you want to talk about. Remember that when you're writing these things, that you really want to kind of zero in on a particular sort of idea from the Gillum and Wooden piece, and a specific idea from the film that you watched, and write about it that way, right? So you're going to reflect first. Then from there, I want you to just go ahead and head over to Slack, Pop Research Channel 3, and then just go ahead and, check out my, I have my little 2-paragraph reflection, and just kind of read that. Again, I'm trying to sort of model to give you sort of practice about how to connect a scholarly article to something that you watched in a way that's not just summarizing what you've watched, but actually analyzing it. So just kind of read mine as like a model. I analyzed an excerpt from How to Train Your Dragon, and used obviously the Gillum and Wooden piece. So just read that, and it'll give you sort of a nice sort of model to look at. And then you're going to write down like a 1 to 2 paragraph reflection on one of the films that you watched, or the clip of a film that you watched, right? And connect that to Gillum and Wooden, all right? And then you're going to just go ahead and post that reflection. If you're writing it in a Google document, again, please just paste the actual text into Slack so that no one has to like link over to a Google Doc or something. So paste your reflection into Slack. And then once you've done that, I would say meaningfully respond to at least 2 of your peers' reflections. And by meaningfully respond, right, again, that means like really taking seriously their analysis. And if there's another part in Gillum and Wooden that they didn't necessarily mention, but you maybe mentioned in yours that you think is also applicable to what they're talking about, you could mention that specific passage. Or maybe there was a particular example from the film that they're analyzing, and you watched it and you're like, hey, like I like where you're going with this, and remember this other part in the film that also kind of exemplifies what you're talking about here. The idea is to like help your peers generate ideas, because you never know, that may be the film that your peer ends up writing about for their last assignment in this class, right? So this is really about being helpful. It's not an empty exercise. This is all pre-writing for even your final project, all right? So do keep that in mind. All right, so that's what we're doing in class. For homework, you're going to read Otta and Thompson's Weight Bias in the Media, a review of recent research, and you're going to employ the 1+2 active reading model, okay? So that is it, my friends. That's what we're doing in class today, and what we're doing for homework. Cool beans.